Sir, is there any mismatch, sir?
No
LSM
issues,
mismatch?
no issues, no issues. No mismatch and all will come. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, truncate the log file, truncate the data itself in log file. Both are different.
Same, both are
Truncate the
same.
log
Both
file
are
is a
same.
completely
Both-
regarding simple recovery model. The data itself getting truncated in log file.
No,
That
no,
is
no, no,
regarding
no.
to,
Both are same. Both are
full.
same. Truncate the log file, truncate the transactions. Both are same. Both are same. Okay?
As a log file is truncated, that time only we are not able to take the full backup, sir. When you have a simple recovery model.
If the log file is truncated, nothing is there to take the full backup,
Yes,
log
yes.
backup, log backup, not full
Yes,
backup.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
Sir.
please. Yes, please.
Sir, for master database, simple recovery model is a default recovery model, or
Default.
it can change?
Default. That is default. Whenever you install, you will get by default a simple recovery model. Okay. So, okay, guys. So let's jump into the restoration. So we'll discuss how to restore a database. Okay. So it's important before restoring, it's important to know about the recovery models. Okay. Right. Just 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Right. Yes, let me start this restorations. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about the backups, right? So why we are going to take the backups, guys? In case of any issues, we are in a position to restore the database, right? So restorations are very important in the organizations. We are going to regularly restore the databases, guys. Sometimes customers will ask, okay, so can you please restore the database, or can you please refresh the database? Can you please restore or refresh the database? Just 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute. Don't mind, please. Okay. Right, in the organization. Okay, so we are going to regularly restore the database, right? So depends upon the situation. Sometimes customers will ask us, see, they will ask us to refresh activity. What is this refresh activity, guys? Earlier we discussed the refresh activity means we have to refresh the database from prod to non-prod servers. Prod to non-prod servers. Why? Because non-prod servers does not associated with any applications. Okay, but your real-time data, the live data, okay, the live data, it will comes from the prod only. The live data will comes to the prod database only. Okay, guys, if you don't mind, I need just 2 minutes break. Okay, just 2 minutes break. Actually, I'm in the office. Okay, so I'm getting one issue. Just 2 minutes, guys. Okay, done. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So in what scenarios we are going to do a restore of the database, guys? In two scenarios, we'll do a restore. Okay. So first scenario is if something happened to your database, okay, if the database is corrupted and all, in that scenario we are going to restore the database. This we are going to do in a very rarely if the database and all is corrupted. Okay, so restore the database, we are going to do this activity very rarely. Sometimes when the database is corrupted, then only we'll restore the database. This is a rare activity, but sometimes regularly they will ask one activity that is called refresh activity. Okay, database refresh activity. So what is this refresh activity? So production servers, actually they will get the data from the real-time applications, guys. So for example, if you open amazon.in, whatever the application you can see, the associated database, what you can see, the associated databases are real-time databases. All the data from Amazon application to the database, it will go. But developers wants to test their logic every time. Developers wants to improve the performance of the application or wants to improve the logic, right? So they cannot test it on production servers. If something went wrong, again that will create a lot of issue. So they will test it on non-prod servers. But for non-prod servers, no one will use the application, right? Public won't use the non-prod applications and all. Public will use only prod applications. So in that case, how can they test their logics on real-time data? The real-time data will be available in the prod servers. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to take the backup of prod databases, we have to restore it into the non-prod servers, guys. Is it clear? Refresh activity. So this activity depends upon the organization. Sometimes it will be there every week, sometimes it will be there bi-weekly, sometimes it will be there for monthly. Refresh activities will be there. Simply customers will ask us to take the backup of production database and we have to restore it into the non-prod servers, guys. Okay, so anyhow you have to know restoring the database, how to restore the database, you have to know. So in which scenario we are going to use means these are the main two use cases. One is if the database is corrupted, we have to restore the database. If there is no other way, you tried all the ways to troubleshoot the issue, final way is to you have to restore the database. That is one thing. This thing you are going to do very rarely, but refresh activity you are going to do very regularly. When the database, when customers are asking, hey, can you please refresh the database, they will raise a request. So based on that, we'll take the backup of that particular database and we'll restore it into the non-prod servers, guys. Okay, so in these two scenarios we are going to do the restore of the databases. Is it clear? Right, so let's do a restore, guys. Yesterday we took a lot of backups, right? So restoring is same. See, backups are different, guys. Backups are different. Full backup you will take a different way, differential backup you will take in a different way, log backup you will take it in a different way, guys. But whereas restoring, while restoring, there is no different methods, all are same only. How you are restoring a full backup, in the same way you have to restore a differential backup. How you are restoring a differential backup, in the same way you have to restore your log backup. Okay, so these are the methods you have to follow, guys. The same method, there is no different scenarios. The same way how you are restoring one backup and the other type of backup also you have to restore in the same way. So there is no, so if you ask how many types of restores are there, how many types of backups are there, that many restores are there. But which file you are using, you are restoring a full backup file, that is full backup restore. You are restoring a differential backup file, that is differential backup restore. You are restoring a log backup file, that is log backup restore. Okay, so technically there is no different ways of restoring the database, only one way. But it depends which backup you are restoring. If you are restoring a full backup, that is your full backup restore, guys. Is it clear? So it's the same, all the backups will restore in the same way, guys. Okay, I'll show you how to restore a database. So we'll go with the fresh backups, guys. I'll show you how to restore a full backup. I'll show you how to restore all the backups also. Let's go with the fresh backups on this employee database. Okay, let's go with the fresh backups. So I'm going to use a query, guys. To take the fresh backups, I'll use query. Okay, backup database employee. Guys, again, it's not part of the restore activity. Just to show you why, because yesterday we took backups. You are correct. I can use yesterday's backups only, but to practice, but to show you all the things, sometimes all the backups are merged. Yesterday's whatever backups we have, some of the backups are backup sets, some of the backups are media sets. So you will confuse. Again, I'm taking the fresh backups. But don't think whenever we want to restore the database, we have to take the fresh backups. No, already backups are, yes, some cases we will take a fresh backups. Customers will ask. So they will ask sometimes, say, can you please restore the database? The next question you have to ask is, which date you want? If they said today's, I need a fresh backups, then you have to take a fresh backup and you have to restore. If they ask, no problem, you can restore till yesterday also, or you can restore till last Sunday, then you can use existing full backups, right? Again, why to take the full backup? It will take a lot of time if the database is big. If customer is specifically asking, hey, I need a fresh backup, or else if he is not asking, you only ask the customer or user on what day backups you need. I need today's backups if possible. Then try to take a fresh full backup or copy only full backup, guys. Okay, then you can restore it, that file. Or if he's asking, no problem, you can take the last Sunday also, or else tell him we have last Sunday full backup and differential backup, we can restore till yesterday. If customer is okay, you can restore till yesterday. Okay, guys, right? So that's why I'm taking a full backup, fresh full backup, backup database name to disk is equal to file name. What is the file name, guys? Employee underscore full, today's date is 02/24/2022.bak. Okay, done. This is full backup. Let me copy this one, Control C, Control V, and again copy, Control V. Okay, so if I add with the differential, it is differential backup, right? Right. So let me change the backup name also. It's not full, right? It is a differential backup. Okay, and log backup. Backup log database name to disk is equal to employee log backup .trn. This is the query, guys. .trn. Okay, so let me take these backups. Okay, execute. Done. Full backup is completed. I'm executing differential backup, completed. I'm executing the log backup. What happened? Tell me, guys, what happened? Can you fix this error?
It is in simple recovery model.
Simple recovery model, sir.
Very good.
So
Okay,
far, we don't take.
so it is in simple recovery model. That's why it is showing like that. I cannot take the full backup like that. It is saying, chalo, how to fix this? Let me go to the properties. Okay, and files. I'm sorry, options. Right. So again, once you change the recovery model, what you have to do, guys?
Full backup.
You have to take a full backup, right? See, let me delete the old backups, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, instance root directory, MSSQL backup. In this location, backup files will be there, right? Let me open date modified. Let me delete these two files, today's date. Okay, you can see 24. Let me delete these two files. Chalo. Now let me clear. Let me again take the full backup, fresh full backup, fresh differential backup, fresh log backup. Okay, done. Now I have three backups, guys. You can see here, full, this is full, this is differential, and this is log backup. Okay, chalo. Now let's try to restore. First, I'll restore one full backup, guys. Okay, first I'll restore one full backup. How to restore? Very easy. Right click, restore. Guys, I'll explain. Okay, so from device, I have to restore. If you want to restore from database, you can select from the existing database itself. Again, it will depends on the latest backups only. These latest backups we took, right? It will depend again on the latest backups only. Or okay, or you are restoring, okay, with the help of backup files. You have to choose device. Where are your backup files? Go to browse option, go to add option, okay, and select your full backup file, guys. Where is the full backup? Full backup 24, right? This one. Double click on it, click OK. Okay, so this is your full backup file. You can see here what is the database component and type of the backup, full, and what is the instance, what is the database name. You can see first LSN, last LSN, checkpoint LSN, full LSN, start date, when you took the full backup. At 8:57 I took the full backup, and you can see finish time 8:57 a.m. So like this you can see. Okay, and if the backup is it a good backup or bad backup, okay, or your backup file is corrupted, you can just click on verify backup media. Okay, it will verify, guys. If it is showing tick mark, means there is no issue with your backup file. It is good backup file only. If your backup file and all is expired, if you click on verify backup media, you can came to know the backup file is expired. Okay, so this is how you can manage. Go to file space, guys. Okay, actually in this backup file we have all these files, employee.mdf, employee_log.ldf, guys. Listen carefully, guys. Listen carefully. As you are restoring in the same server, it won't create any issue. Listen, as you are restoring the database from same server to same server, it won't create any. Why? Because original file is same, restore as is also same. Okay, so sometimes you are going to restore from production server, right? So in the production server, the original file name path is different and restore as file path is different. Agree? So you have to be very careful in this original file name and restore as. Okay, the same path cannot be existed in the destination server. Agree, guys? The same path here, the files are stored in the D drive and E drive. Here there might be a E drive, D drive and E drive. There might be different drives. So that's why you have to be very careful here in the original file name and restore as file name. Okay, so in case if that is the situation, select this all relegate files and folders, guys. Relegate all files and folders. It will take the current file path. In this server, the destination server, what is the path, in which path the databases are stored? So it will take the current path and you can choose this guys. Okay, always try to choose this option so that even though your original file location is different, it will try to restore with the new file location that is there for your server, guys. That's it. Only option is you have to choose relegate files and folders. And options, guys, here I have to explain. Okay, three recovery states, guys. Okay, restore with recovery, restore with no recovery, restore with standby. Let me explain these three recovery states. What is these recovery states, guys? Listen carefully. Okay, restore with recovery. When we are going to use the state, guys, what will happen if I use this state? When you restore the database with recovery, the database will be restored completely and the database will comes to online, guys. Once the database comes to online, you cannot restore one more file. Agree? Is it clear, guys? Once you use restore with recovery, the database will comes to online and you cannot restore the other files. In our case, how many files we have, guys, to restore? Now tell me. How many backup files are there? 3 backup files.
3 backups.
Now if I use a full backup with recovery, what will happen, guys?
Remaining 2
We,
will not
we
take,
cannot
sir.
take
We
remaining.
cannot restore differential backup and log backup, right? Agree?
Yes, sir.
So if it is
Yes.
only final backup, there is no further backups to restore. Use restore with recovery, guys. Agree? If that is the only backup, sometimes we'll restore only full backup. If you take a fresh backup, we don't need differential and log backups, right? Customer is asking, hey, can you please take a fresh backup? Then we'll take a full backup. We don't need differential and log backups. In that situation, only one backup is there to restore. You can restore with recovery. Why? Because there are no further backups to restore. Okay, if you are using the existing backups, you are using a full backup, you are using a differential backup, you are using all the log backups, then always tries to select restore with no recovery. What is the impact if you choose restore with no recovery? If you choose restore with no recovery, the database won't be accessible. Okay, until your restore is going to be completed, the database won't be accessible. Okay, guys, so listen carefully here. Imagine I have one full backup. In our last case, we have to restore one full backup and always we have to restore one differential backup. Okay, one full, one differential. Imagine I have to restore 10 log backups. I have to restore 10 log backups. Okay, in the 10, first log backup, second log backup, third, like this, dot. Okay, 10th log backup, 9th and 10th log backup. Okay, so guys, full backup, as I have lot of backups to restore, I have to restore full backup with
No recovery.
no
With no
recovery.
recovery.
Okay, I have to restore my differential backup with
No recovery.
no recovery, right? No recovery. And I have to restore all my log backups with
No recovery.
No recovery.
No recovery. No recovery.
This is final backup with
Recovery.
Recovery.
why? Because there are no further backups to restore.
Yes.
Or else, sir, who will remember all these things, sir? Tell me a shortcut. Then do one thing. Always try to restore with no recovery. Any backup, try to restore with no recovery. Okay, always. Don't confuse. There is no confusion now. Always you have to restore with no recovery. Finally, you have to run this query. Restore database name with recovery. Finally, Even though that is a 1 backup or 10 backups or 100 backups, once you thought that restoration is completed, run this query, then only the database will be accessible. Is it clear, guys? Now tell me, any confusion is there now? If you have further backups, you have to always restore with no recovery. So if you use no recovery, the database won't be accessible until the database is going to be recovered completely. If there are no further backups, only one backup is there, try to restore with recovery. Sir, I don't want to remember all these things, sir. Tell me shortcut. Always restore all the backups with no recovery. Finally, run this query. Restore database name with recovery. That's it. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Any issues in the any doubts while restoring the database? Please,
No.
please. Any questions? Please let me know. Can I restore all the backups at a time?
Yes, sir.
I can restore, guys. I can restore. Let me restore this with no recovery. First, I'll choose with no recovery. I'll restore one by one with no recovery. With no recovery. What happened? What it is saying? The tail of the
Has
log.
not
Okay,
been
no
backed
problem.
up, sir.
No problem. No problem. The tail of the log has not been backed up. Use backup log with recovery to back up the log contents. Not want to lose. Use it, replace or stop it. Okay. So here it is asking. Okay. You can replace the database. Overwrite, guys. I want to see. Already database is there. Already database is there. Already I want to restore. See, for example, now I am restoring employee database, right? So what is the name, guy? Here, if you see here, if you go to the window, restore window, go to general page. I am restoring my employee database with the same name. Guys, tell me, is it possible? Can I restore? Can I create the database with the same name in the same SQL server? Is it possible? Is it possible?
No, sir.
No,
Can
sir.
I
Yeah.
restore the? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. Is
Yes,
it possible
sir,
with,
it's
with
possible, sir.
replace?
That is okay.
will
With
overwrite.
forget about it. That's okay. There is one option, but if I don't choose with replace, is it possible?
No, sir.
Not possible, right? I cannot create two databases with the same name in the same SQL server. Okay. In this case, I have to replace it. That is okay. See, guys, simply you are storing one file on the desktop. Already on the desktop, one file is there with the same name. What you will get, guys, while storing performance check-ins is there. Again, I'm storing the same file with the same name, guys. Same notepad with the
Sir.
same name. What you will get?
You will
Already
get like
exists.
Already
You will get
exists.
that name.
overwrite or
Already exists.
cancel.
Already file is there with that name.
File exists, overwrite or cancel. Which option you will choose? If you
Yes.
cancel it, the operation will be cancelled. If you overwrite it, this file will be deleted and new file will be created on the desktop again. Right? In the same way, here while restoring, you can give the destination. This is the source. Source means your backup files. This is the destination. Destination means your SQL server. In the destination, what is the name of the database? I can give the same name. If you give the same name, try to overwrite in the option space. Or I want to restore with a different name, sir. Okay, done. No problem. Change the name underscore rest. Restore. This is a restore copy. Now click OK. Still you will get the error. Okay. So what is the solution, guys? Listen carefully. I am generating the errors. Why? Because you will get the same errors while restoring the database. Listen carefully. Already employee database is there with employee.mdf employee underscore log.ldf. How you are restoring? Again, you are restoring with the same name, right? In the same location with the same name, you are restoring another database. Is it going to work? Right? It won't
No,
work,
sir.
right? So what you have to do? Let me change the file names. Okay, underscore rest dot mdf. Anything you can give it. At least you can give employee underscore 2 also you can give. Underscore rest underscore log.ldf. Okay, I just changed the file names in this location. Now click OK. Here you can see the status, right? Restore status 100% completed. Database restored successfully. Employee underscore rest. Now if you see here, what is the state of the database, guys? Restoring state. Why it was in restoring state?
We kept in
Because
non-recovery.
we set that no recovery.
No recovery, sir.
Yes, we just restored the database with no recovery. That's why we'll call it as that's why the database is not accessible, guys. You cannot expand this database. You will get the error. Okay, if you try to expand it, you will get the error. Now you are not getting, but actually you will get the error. Of course, you are unable to expand, right? Let me refresh and let me check it again. Okay, where is that? Yes, here it is. Right, you are getting the error. The database is not accessible. Okay, so when it is accessible, guys, again I have to restore all the backups. I have differential backup, I have log backup, or else now also I can make it accessible. How can I do that, guys? If I don't want a differential backup and log backup, I can make this database accessible. How can I do that?
With
Simply you can set
query,
recovery,
sir.
sir.
Query.
Restore database name with recovery.
Database name with recovery.
Okay,
Yes,
chalo,
sir.
let's restore. I don't want to run that query. Let's restore the differential backup. Okay, again tasks, restore. Okay, so as the differential backup is a kind of a file, just choose database, guys. Now choose the device, browse, add. This time no need to select any options. Why? Because for the MDF file you have already selected, right? Is this the correct file? 02242020. Yes, this is the correct file. Okay, and you can click OK. This time no need to choose anything, guys. You can see here the database is employee_rest. Files and all, you don't need to choose anything. Options and all, no need to choose any. Uncheck this tail log backup. And of course, what option I have to choose here? I have one more log backup is there. Which option I have to choose?
No recovery.
No recovery. Okay, guys, what is this standby? Standby.
It's read only.
You just read the database, sir.
Standby
When
means
you
the
select that.
database will be restored, but it will be in read-only state, guys. We have 3 recovery states. These are called recovery states. Restore with recovery, restore with no recovery, restore with standby. If you restore with standby means the database will go to the read-only state, guys. Read-only state means only select queries will run. I'll show you that also. Okay, restore with no recovery. Why? Because I have one more log backup. Done, completed. Okay, now log backup is there, right? Now tell me log backup how to restore. Restore with recovery or restore with no recovery. This time you are restoring a log backup. Choose transaction log. Okay, again from device, browse, add, select the file. Where is that? Employee 0222222222.
TRN file, sir. I need to check TRN file.
TRN only. This is
Yes.
BAK. Yes, this one. Okay,
TRN,
24. Okay, double click on the file, click OK. Now tell me, guys, this time which option you have to use?
With recovery,
Recovery.
sir.
You can
With
see
recovery,
here.
you need to
You
select.
cannot see any drop down. You can see here restore with recovery, restore with no recovery, restore with standby, restore with recovery. There are no further log backups, right? If I have further log backups, 5, 10 log backups are there. All the log backups except the last log backup you have to restore with recovery. Final log backup you can restore with the I'm sorry, all the log backups you have to restore with no recovery, and final log backup you have to restore with recovery, guys. Always, or else, sir, I don't remember all these things. Always try to restore with no recovery. Okay, and you can run one query, restore database name. See here, once you just restored the database with recovery, see here database came to online, and now you can access this database. Refresh. Okay, employee_rest. Now you can access it. Whatever tables and all there, you can see all the tables. So this is how we have to manage, guys. Is it clear? Chalo, let's restore all the files at a time. I'll show you restore database. Now I'm trying to restore all the files. Device, browse, add. If I'm trying to restore all the files at a time, what option I have to use? First, let me select the backup. Select the backups, guys. This is my full backup 0 to 24. This is my differential backup 0 to 24. This is my log backup 0 to 24. Guys, lot of backups are there. How I am selecting the respective
Using
backups?
date and
I
time.
can see using date. Employee database I am restoring. So employee, and 0 to 24 today's backup, differential backup, 0 to 24 full backup, 0 to 24 log backup. That's it. Use control button, guys. Okay, usually if you don't use control button, you can select one item at a time. Okay, use control button. Control, just keep holding your control button, control key on your keyboard, and select the differential backup and select the log backup. So in this way you can select multiple backups at a time. Okay, click OK, guys. Okay, now you gave 3 backups. Click OK again. You can see all the backups, full differential and log backup. Now you want to restore with the same name or different name? Different name. If you want to restore, you can use the same name also. I'll show you that also. That demo also I'll show you. Employee_demo. Files. What is the files? Okay, if you just expand this window, just check restore as, how it is restoring as. Still it is restoring as employee.mdf. So you will get the error. Try to relocate it and change the file name to employee_demo. Okay. And again here also employee_demo. Done. Second step is completed. Option space. Now tell me what option I have to choose. Restore with recovery or with no recovery or with standby.
With recovery, sir.
With recovery. Why? Because
Recovery,
there are
sir.
no backups. I'm restoring all the backups at a time. See here, guys, you will get 300% here. Carefully, just check carefully. You will get 3 times progress. You will get 3 notifications. Full successfully restored, differential backup successfully restored, log backup successfully restored. Like that, three success notifications you will get. Check carefully. Okay. See here. 3 times 100%, and you can see database employee demo restored successfully, and you can see the database employee_demo. Okay, so let me restore it again. This time I'll restore all the backups with no recovery. See, lot of ways I'm explaining, guys. Don't think I have to restore this many times for one database. No, you can choose any of the way. Okay, again, device, browse, add. Okay, now this time I want to replace the existing database. I don't want to change the name. Okay, where is the full backup? Yes, this is the full backup. This is the differential backup. This is the log backup. Click OK. This time I'll restore with the same name only. Okay, employee only. I don't want. Please reconnect, guys. Please reconnect.